Kill the fans, Cole Pinkston. We are live. Hey, how about you, everybody? Welcome into the Auburn Live call-in show. I'm your host, Jeffrey Lee, Senior Recruiting Editor for Auburn Live on 3. Dadgummit, today is Sunday, December the 8th, 2024. Have a fantastic show for you tonight because there were 12 teams selected in the college football playoff, and Auburn wasn't one of them. And neither was
Hey, I think wasn't Auburn number 13? They were right there, right?
Might as well have been, big dog. They're both playing for the same title. Oh, you've already heard him, but joining me as always, Mr. Cole Pinkston. Mr. Allen Hayes on assignment tonight, but Mr. Cole Pinkston here as always. How about you, Cole?
How about you?
I'm ready. How about you, big dog?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, tomorrow portal opens, man. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I'm tired of seeing people planning to get in. I want to see them get in.
Yeah, right. Me too. A lot of intentions have been declared, including Hank Brown again tonight. Let's see. Let's go over real quick, Cole, off the top of our heads, what Auburn players have announced their intentions to transfer. Hank Brown.
Yes, you got Hank
Caleb
Brown,
Burton.
Camden Brown, Caleb Burton.
No, he's going NFL. Caleb Wooden.
TJ Lindsey. You got, let's see. You said Caleb Burton. Who else? I'm missing a couple.
Oh, yeah? Let me look back through our headlines at Auburn Live on 3.
EJ
Harris. And let's go back to the first one. EJ Harris plans to enter. Michael Riley planned
Michael Riley. Gage Keys is another one.
Holden Gerner.
Oh, yeah, Holden Gerner, Hank Brown.
He was the first one. So, a lot of exoduses, none really surprising. Have you been surprised by any so far?
Maybe Michael Riley a little bit.
I'll allow that.
I mean, to be honest, kind of been watching him for a year now. I mean, I thought it could happen last year. He's been behind others. All the tight ends came back again, and now you got. I think Brandon Frazier's coming back. Auburn's looking for a tight end. You've got the two new guys coming in, Hollis Davis and Ryan G. So it makes sense that he wants to go look elsewhere.
Rico Walker's still in that room?
Yeah, Rico Walker's in there too. So plenty of guys. I think they're going to get one or two in the portal, to help fill that Rivaldo Fairweather receiving role. You got to have somebody there.
I think that might have been the only reason I would measure any type of surprise when it comes to Michael, because the opportunity is there this year, or 2025 for Michael Riley. The room is there. You're losing Luke, and I thought, well, man, last year would have been a better opportunity for you to leave than this year. You got a better opportunity to play. So that was the only reason I was a little surprised that anybody with any eligibility left in the tight end room would leave. So, but Auburn's got two good ones coming in. There is definitely keeping an eye on Bauer Sharp, the tight end from Dothan, Alabama, who is transferring from Oklahoma. I think Auburn might take 2 in the portal. So we're going to be following Jackson. What's his name? The linebacker from Fresno State, former Southeastern. Phoenix Jackson is coming in for a visit later this week. Zach made a good point. Bauer Sharp is a former Southeastern Louisiana who transferred to Oklahoma last year. And if I'm not mistaken, Zach, Bauer started out at Southeastern Louisiana as a quarterback. He was a quarterback.
He did.
He's an athlete, man. He's an athlete, one of those jumbo athletes, I guess you'd call it. I like him. I was doing the Jackson Arnold film breakdown, and he just kept making plays. I was like, dude, I did not realize he was such a playmaker for them this past year. So, a former Dothan Wolf. Are they the Wolves? Dothan High? I think
Zach should know.
I was waiting for Zach on that one.
Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
He's from Dothan High.
Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah, Dothan.
He was the Wolves
All-American in 2023.
Oh, really? That's why he was highly coveted last year out of the portal.
Yeah.
And obviously Oklahoma got him.
Yeah, because Southeastern Louisiana used him some as like a running back almost. Like he had like 200 rushing yards in 2023.
Well, I know it was feast or famine at Oklahoma. Like you could go back and Google him in Oklahoma, and it was like, oh my! First of all, he led the team in receptions. He led the team in receiving yards with 342. Or 324 or something like that. So that should tell you how lackluster the Sooners passing game was. And then he had 42 receptions for a tight end. That's a lot.
It's done.
Remember they
Had a lot
lost
of
their
plays.
top 6 wide
Oh
receivers.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So he might have been the only person that they had on scholarship
By
out there
default.
catching passes.
They were in shambles. Oklahoma was, Bauer Sharp was their top guy, their go-to guy for everything. And Jackson Arnold, had ups and downs, but came on pretty strong at the end of the year and got them going a little bit. Even with that depleted receiver room, it's pretty impressive. But beat Bama 24-3, kept them out of the playoff.
You remember when Oklahoma was coming into town, it was like, they have so many injuries. Like Auburn's got a shot here.
Yeah,
there's so many people out for Oklahoma that game.
And they did. They did have a shot.
Sure.
They should have won. That's the one I look back on and go, all right, you had that one.
Mm-hmm. No excuses for that one.
Missouri too.
Yeah, no excuses for that one. Hell, Arkansas, Cal. I mean, there's Auburn should have won 8 games. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but they didn't. No, they didn't. Hey, we want to get to some call lines tonight, 701-779-9585. We want to hear some thoughts, some questions going on into the post-signing day transfer portal, previous transfer portal. It opens tomorrow. Give us a call. We'll get to them as soon as possible. Before we get to the phone lines, I want to say if you're in or around Auburn, Opelika, Lee County, looking to buy a home, looking to sell your house, maybe find an investment property to invest in, look no further for the help you need. She's fantastic, folks. Miss Jessica Andrews with the Talents Group. She does it all, son. She is hold on. 334-704-4442. Cole can stand in for Mr. Allen Head. Cole, hey, she's a 5-star realtor, folks. I'm serious. Don't believe me? Just go look. She is literally a 5-star realtor, and figuratively too. She's fantastic, man. She knows all the ins and outs. She can find you properties that you didn't know that were there. She can walk you through the process. She's fantastic, knows the ins and outs. Give her a call, man. Jessica Andrews with the Talents Group, 334-704-4442. Tell her we sent you. All right, Zach.
I know this, Jeffrey. I keep seeing her signs pop up all over Auburn, man. I've seen them a lot.
She's good, Cole. Yes, I am married to her, but she's really, really good. She's really good.
Absolutely.
I'm amazed. She's fantastic. And her clients, they would give her 6 stars if they could. I promise you that. All right, Zach, get us there, big dog.
You know where we're starting, guys. Kevin from Wilmer, Alabama. You're live, man.
Kevin from Wilmer, Alabama.
How about you, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin, first things first, big dog. How's your mom?
She's doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She had her surgery?
Yeah.
Okay. She's still kicking?
Yeah.
All right. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy about Alvin Henderson and everybody we signed.
Kevin, this is the first show since signing day, if I'm not mistaken. The first call-in show since signing day. Auburn at number 6 this year. Missed out on some guys late. Still finished number 6 in the country, according to On3, and I think 24/7 had them at number 6 as well. But yeah, Kevin, you look over that class. Closed on Deuce Night. Absolutely. That was a big deal. Who were some of your favorites in that class, Kevin?
Deuce Night, Alvin Henderson, Eric Winters, Reagans, Derek Smith, and Derek Smith and Eric Smith.
Kevin, does anybody fire you up as much as Cam Coleman did in that last class, man? Is anybody firing you up?
Cam Coleman fired me up next year, too.
Hey, listen, that's you got to make sure you hold on to him. Don't forget about the recruiting job you got there.
Retention.
Yeah.
Roster retention. Kevin, you were fired up about Cam Coleman. You looking at this one? Does anybody really pop out? Is that the Deuce Knight? Is that the Alvin Henderson? Which one's kind of going to be your almost your favorite?
Deuce is the loose.
The Deuce is loose. I like it.
5-star quarterback. The first one Auburn has signed
since Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
No, Bo Nix. Well, it wasn't long ago, was it?
Not really. 20, I don't know.
17?
And Wanda said, hey.
19, right?
19. He was right before Harson. That's right.
Hello,
It was
Wanda.
he played Gus 1 year, Gus's final year, if I'm not mistaken. Hey Wanda. All right, Kevin, are you interested in the transfer portal at all? You keeping an eye on things there?
Yeah, we should get a quarterback, Jackson Arnold.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
Cole did a fantastic breakdown on Jackson Arnold on the auburnlive.com, on 3.com. There's some other quarterbacks. Kevin, I tell you what, with the announcement or the reconfirmation of Hank Brown, you're looking at Walker White and Deuce Knight, a quarterback room in the spring, as of today, of Walker White and Deuce Knight, redshirt freshman, true freshman.
Yeah.
And Hugh Freeze said on his signing day press conference on Monday, he wants 4 scholarship quarterbacks, so that leaves 2. So you're looking for, we think you're looking for a starter, an immediate starter out of the portal. And you're looking for, and Cole, correct me if I'm wrong here, you've got 2 freshmen, right? And you're going to have presumably a senior. You want a guy soft, you want something to balance out that room. You don't want it, freshman heavy. You don't want it too top heavy. I'm looking, if I'm Hugh Freeze in Auburn, I'm looking for an immediate starter, no matter what year he is. And then I'm looking for a sophomore, junior with 2 to 3 years to play.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get it to work out that way,
Yeah.
Ideally, depends on who you can get interested in coming to play for you. You can't really talk somebody, hey, I want you to come be the backup.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Kevin. Hey, appreciate your call, buddy.
Appreciate it, Kevin and Wanda.
Yeah. Hey, Wanda. Kevin's got her muffled over there. All right, keep us going, big dog.
1510. You're live. Who are we talking to? Where are you calling from?
Oh, Hendo.
What up, fellas?
Hendo.
Is that Hendo?
What up, fellas?
I think it is Hendo.
What's going on?
Are you on your break?
Yeah, I'm on my break.
All right. Good call, man. Talk to us, big dog.
Yeah, I had to turn the show off. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's going on, fellas?
We waiting on you, man.
Hey, man, just enjoying the week, man. I'm the signing class. I'm happy with it, man. It'd have been nice to get Naheem, but it is what it is. We can't compete with Nike.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we can throw some money around, but we can't throw around Nike money
or shoe deals or anything like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, true.
We'll see if that's the case.
Well, I'm happy with it. But
that's
y'all
right.
just said something earlier about who I'm excited for in this class coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, that Jordan Crawford is a monster.
Ooh.
That boy there's gonna be something. Woo-wee. I can't wait to see him.
Class 6A state title game MVP Jordan Crawford.
That boy there. I watched that game Friday. That boy there is something serious.
Yeah, he's been that way for a long time, Hendo. I've enjoyed watching him. I think I saw him the first time when he was in 10th grade, and immediately he stood out to me. I'm talking about in warmups, and I was like, that right there is what you're looking for on the interior in the SEC. And look, in the championship game, they said, hey, Jordan, get out there at stand-up edge. I know you're 6'1", 320. Get on the edge and come off the edge, and you got 3 sacks.
3 sacks in the game. I was going to share the screenshots so everybody knows who we're talking about. Jordan Crawford. For 6A state champion, Parker Thundering Herd. And Jordan Crawford had 3 sacks. Who else are you excited about? Let's talk about the offense, man. You like Jordan Crawford on defense. Anybody popping at you on the offensive side of the ball?
I'm ready to see Broderick Scholes, the offensive tackle. I'm ready. I want to see him excel, man. We need tackles in the worst way. That was going to be one of my questions. How many tackles will we get out of the portal? I ain't talking about just guards and shit. I'm talking about tackles. But we cannot fail again and get another person to lose. It just ain't gonna work.
That was bad. That was a bad miss. Broderick Scholes, another state champion, by the way. Auburn signed several state champions. Anquan Fagans, Jared Smith, Jordan Crawford, John Allen McGuire, Broderick Scholl. I think at least one out of every four.
Fagans and Jared Smith. Did you say that
or
one?
five. Yeah, and then countless semifinalists. A lot of winners in this class.
By the way,
I'm also, man, I'm happy to see Antonio Coleman paired with Jordan Crawford. Man, you talking about that defensive line is like, if not next year, the year after that, if everybody stay together, it's gonna be one of the best in the country. Like them boys are something serious. Like they got that dog in them, and that's what we've been needing for a long time. I want to see some offensive linemen get angry because they can't hold it.
State runner up.
And you got to think. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he had a great game too. I think he had 2 sacks and 10 plus tackles. You got to think, man. You lost Nate Marshall out of this class, who was one of the best pieces of the class, and it's still that strong. The D line, it's still extremely strong. You know it. You've
got Darion Smith, Jordan Crawford, Antonio Coleman, Malik Autry. Those 4 guys plus on the outside, just the front 7. Jacaleb Falk, Elijah Melendez, Bryce Diaz. That's your front 7. Studs.
Yeah, I can see a top 5 defense being built in the future. I can see it happening.
Well, you're adding
the secondary together.
You're adding those guys to what Auburn had this year. They're not losing at linebacker. They're losing a lot, but they're bringing back a lot of pieces they had on this defense that was really good, that kept Auburn in football game. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Get you with his RPO system together, and something magic could happen. It could definitely happen.
You're right, Hendo. They got to do something on offense, no doubt. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, we got to be able to score points when we get inside the 10. Now we got to put points on the board.
No doubt.
But speaking of that, so y'all kind of answered my question because I hadn't looked at the corner or nothing, but I didn't know Hank Brown was leaving. I know he had said something that that he wasn't. Then I guess today come up he is. So y'all kind of answered it because I was going to ask, if you was you, would you go get a 1-year guy and then another 2-year or 3-year guy, or just get the 1-year guy? But I guess y'all kind of answered it. I think you should go get at least one that's a seasoned veteran on his way out, then get one that's got like 2 years left at least.
I think Hendo, ideally, I mean, that's the perfect situation. But like Cole said, you're probably going to be looking for a reserve, at Oregon or wherever.
Well, I think you just got to get the best available, whatever that person may be.
Whoever you can get.
You can't worry too much about the years. I don't think. You got to go get the best available.
And if I'm not mistaken, Lane Kiffin did last year. Was it last year or the year before, where he signed like 3 portal guys and they all had like 1 or 2 years left? And I'm going, what the hell?
Yeah, one of which just entered the portal a few minutes ago.
Tonight.
That's why I don't. The Caden Salter deal, he's in. He's got a lot of history with Freeze. He's coming from Liberty, and he makes a lot of sense. Except that he only has 1 year left, and I don't think that's your tier 1 guy that you're bringing in to bridge that gap to these youngsters on the roster. I just don't see where he factors into Auburn, even though he's been mentioned with Auburn.
Somebody made a great point on the corner today. He's in the portal. He's a grad. This is not a plans to enter. This is a guy that's in, from my understanding. I think we'll have to go back and look, but he is a grad. He's graduated, so you would think you would know something by now if the quarterback Auburn was going to get were already in the portal.
Yeah, I don't see where he's. I just don't see where he factors in. He just doesn't line up. Hendo's still with us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still here. Hey, so how many offensive tackles, just tackles alone, how many do you think we're gonna go for in the portal?
That was the question, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, Cole.
Yeah.
2, minimum 2. I'd say you might go more than that, but I would say minimum 2. I don't think you just grab one.
Okay.
That's just a guess.
That I'd say two. I would say three, man. Just making a real competition. Like we need some depth at that tackle position. I think, not saying that what we got there. Talking about was it Favor Edwin?
Favor Edwin, Tyler Johnson.
He developed and get pushed for time, but I think we just need some seasoned vets because this year coming up, this is big for you. Like it's one of them kind of make it or break it kind of years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, he need to open that checkbook, and whoever knows it, let's open that checkbook and go get him.
Absolutely.
Hendo, good stuff, big dog.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.
You too, big dog. Don't work too hard.
One of the points I kind of it got by me. I wanted to write a little bit more about this, but I didn't get to it. There's a lot of marketing around that top 10 class, second consecutive top 10 class, right? That's good. It's good. But unfortunately for your situation, if you're Hugh Freeze and his staff, the record the product you're putting on the field requires you to have a top 10 class. You probably wouldn't be here if you weren't getting recruiting like that. That's a prereq now. Okay. We can market it. You market all you want, but it's a prereq. It has to happen. What's got to happen though, and what you should market is the portal right now. This is the year where I feel like the portal can really make a change in this program.
Good stuff, Hendo. Appreciate you calling in, big dog. Keep us going, Zach.
5013. You're live. Who we talking to? Where you calling from?
What you say, guys? This is Don. How are you guys today?
Donald?
What's going on, Don?
Mitchell.
Mr. J. Lee, buddy, you got me the other day when I was with Landrum and Conrad and the Jocks people at Twin Peaks, my friend. That was very funny, my friend.
Don is a good friend of the show.
I don't know if you know this or not, but when they told Jay Lee that they were at Twin Peaks and Jay Lee, before he even said anything, well, let me get out of the way. Let me say hey to Don real quick.
Yeah, I know you were lurking, big dog.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. But you got me at the end of the call when you said you wanted to put me in the transfer portal, sir.
Hey, I'm just testing the market,
But let's talk a little transfer quarterbacks. So many people have entered. And Cole, by the way, great article about Jackson Arnold. That was a great write up, sir. And I did a post today about that and everything. But now, about an hour ago, I think this guy's going to be the number one quarterback that everybody's going to want. It's the kid from Tulane.
Hot commodity.
I can't think of his name right now, but yes, he is going to be a hot commodity. He's good.
Would you put him ahead of the kid from Washington State? I believe his name's Mateer.
Honestly, Don, I got to watch that guy a little more. I didn't catch much of Tulane this year. I saw a good bit of John Mateer, and I have watched a little bit more of him. I got to see this Tulane guy a little bit. I look at his numbers. Mensa, yeah, his numbers are great. Tulane was pretty good, not great, I don't think, for what they've been lately. Michael Pratt obviously was fantastic there before him.
Right.
This guy's good though. I think he's really good. I want to give him a hard look on that.
Did he start this entire season?
As of right now, who would y'all project that we're going to get?
It's
a
early.
Name that we haven't heard.
It's early. I'm leaning more towards a name we haven't heard as well. Jackson Arnold is somebody obviously that we're tracking really closely, but I just don't know.
Is he that multi-year guy that could fall into that? Hey, man,
he's got 3, I think.
Yeah, we're going to bring it. There you go. There's your sophomore. Hey,
yeah, the Tulane kid's got 3 years of eligibility left. That's right, but
he does.
But there's already about 20 SCOs listed for him already, and I forgot what podcast it was, guys, but one guy today on one of the YouTube podcasts that was doing a quarterback transfer for projection, he said he thought Jackson Arnold was going to come to Auburn, and Cole, I loved your write up and everything. I got my doubts about him, but do you think he'd be a Peyton Thorne 2.0?
Yeah, I was waiting for this question tonight because I have a strong opinion on it. I just do. I said a couple shows back to the Auburn fans complaining about Peyton Thorne, you better hold your horses, man, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of issues with the offense, and you almost need somebody that can do crazy things, as a quarterback. I haven't seen that from
Right.
Jackson Arnold yet. I haven't seen it from him yet. And that may be because of the scheme
Right.
and because they had 6 receivers all year. It may be because of those things. It's hard to say. But I don't see Jackson Arnold as a Heisman game changer type of quarterback. And I almost think if you don't clean up some of these issues that Auburn had, you're going to need somebody like that, or it's going to look a lot like what you saw with Peyton Thorne.
Speaking of offensive tackles.
All right. Real quickly, Jay Lee, and I believe Landry brought this up to you the other day. One of my buddies, that's a radio caller in the Jocks named Pelham Gator, knows your friend that you played baseball with, Brad Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Through him, Brad's trying to get in touch with you, sir.
He just Facebook friended me the other day.
Yeah, but did y'all play baseball together?
Played junior college baseball together. Sure did. He was the second baseman.
Was it Bevel State, Jasper?
Yep. Summerton.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
guys,
Jasperson.
one last thing, and I know you got a bunch of callers and everything, and I don't know if you saw my corner invite to everybody and Jay Lee. I mean, look, if you guys can't come to this, I just want y'all. I want you to know that everybody on 3 is invited, but me and Landon and Pat Smith for the Jocks crew are having a big Christmas party on the 17th. And guys, we'd love to have you, but if you can't come, I understand.
All right. Don, there you go. 17th. Where is it, Don?
At where they're at, they're there every Tuesday, Jay Lee, at Social Chaco in Homewood.
There you go.
Homewood.
Tuesdays,
Matter
December
of
the
fact,
17th.
I got a great setup there, Jay Lee. That'd be a good spot for you to have that 10,000. We still haven't had that 10,000.
Still owe the listeners.
Yet either.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna earmark that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna earmark that date. See if I can make it happen. Transfer portal, man. It's just.
We'd love to have you guys. We
I'm
really
gonna see if I
would.
can make it work.
Guys, have a great night. Thank you for what you do. And by the way, one last thing. Great job on the signing day. And the reaction on the corner that some of those people need to get a life, guys. They really do.
Appreciate it, Don.
Appreciate you, Don.
Good call.
December
good call.
17th.
No introduction needed here. I believe this is Anthony from Montgomery. You're live, man.
Fellas, Anthony from Montgomery.
Oh, Smitty.
Fellow, Smitty J. How about you, big dog?
Yeah, doing all right tonight.
Pretty damn good, man. How about yourself?
Anthony, I was going to ask you, man. Hey, look, I know how the corner gets sometimes, and I know you were working on there today. I seen you.
Well, the best post of the week was him saying, "Shut up."
Vouchers out, man. The dude attacked me about a hot voucher the other day.
Oh boy.
But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all on tonight, man. I just transfer portal open tomorrow. I just want to know what's a successful first week look like, and what do you guys want to see the first week of the transfer portal? That's all I want to know.
Good stuff.
And I won't hold up the line. You had a question for me, Cole, or you were just saying something?
No, I just was saying, man, I saw you on the corner. I saw people. You know how folks will get after you on the corner there. You
man.
you hit the ground.
I mean, I feel like I've been defending Caden Salter all weekend. He ain't even my top option. I'm just saying, man. If it come down to, like you said, you feel like it was close. My whole argument, if it's close, man, get a man that know the system. If it's the same talent, bring the guy in that did this before. That's all I was saying. But I mean, he ain't my first option either. I'm just saying he make the most sense out of the guys that got Jackson Arnold. Jackson Arnold could be the best the best quarterback coming to the transfer portal this all season. But what my whole argument is, we don't have time to. Freeze don't have time to wait to find out. He can't go in on a hope and a wish. If this was year 2, and you bring this guy in last year, then take your chances and see if you can get that 5-star plus guy that came out of high school. But you're in year 3, and if you don't make it work this year, you probably won't be here year 4. So he could be great, but you don't have time to figure out. That was my whole point. But I don't want to line up. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate you, Anthony. I completely agree. Cole, what's a successful first week of the transfer portal look like for Auburn?
Well, I think tonight I'm going to go back and look at the first weeks like the first week last year and the year before, I think there were commitments that early, if I'm not mistaken. Visits for sure. Commitments, I think, followed pretty quickly. Like, I know Robert Lewis was real quick last year. Obviously, the year before that, Dylan Wade was really quick. I was at a Christmas Eve party, and it had just opened on the 20th, I think, or 21st, something like that. So I'd say successful is get some high priority guys on campus, the ones that you already know about that are going to plan, that have planned to enter, are going to enter tomorrow. Get some of those guys on campus, make it happen. You got to be the first, almost. Not every time, but it seems like you need to be one of the first ones to get them on campus. Yeah,
that's being offensive. I think defensive in the strategy is retention. I think a successful first week of the transfer portal for Auburn, in my opinion, is playing on the defensive strategy on this is not let any starters or any of the too deep guys get in, like solidify that roster.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it. I mean, you know, all this money getting people think that money is just a check that you can write and who cares? Just write it, you know. But it's got to be allocated right. And everybody's saying, well, how could you ever get outbid for Naeem Alford? Oh, I don't know for sure that Auburn got outbid. You know, there's different incentives going on. Even if Auburn did get outbid, well, maybe, just maybe, have you thought of this? They might be trying to keep the roster together, which is a big prize in itself. I think you got really, really nice pieces right now that if you hold it all together and add what you got coming and then have a really, really nice portal cycle, now watch out. I think Auburn can be good.
Good stuff, Anthony. Appreciate you, big dog.
Wait, hang on. Actually, I think I know who this is. Is this Carter? Carter, you're live.
Gentlemen, how about you? It's been a long time.
Oh, Carter.
How about you? How about that Bama? How's she doing?
Oh man, so I won't make this long-winded, but our lives have changed quite a bit in about the last 3 weeks. She's had 2 brain surgeries in the last month. So, and she's good to go now, but she's just recovering in the hospital, and hopefully she'll get to come home this week. So thank everyone that's kept us in your prayers. We really appreciate it.
And I will say this to all the listeners out there: this is an experimental surgery for the Bama fans to see what's wrong with them.
How have y'all been?
Carter told me to say that.
Oh, he did. That's fair.
We'll see how she comes out, Carter. She comes out saying War Eagle. We know it works.
we know something worked, don't we?
Oh, what's on your mind tonight, Carter? Let's talk some football.
Not too much. I wanted to pick y'all's brains on a few dudes. I know everyone's still pissed off about Alford and whatnot, but I still think when you look at the overall class, like, we were freaking 5-7. Show me another team in the last 5+ years that's gone 5-7 and finished with a top 7 recruiting class. So I think that these folks that are just still hooting and hollering for Hugh Freeze's head and he in the future and all this stuff, man, we need to shut the hell up.
That's what Anthony tried to tell him this week on the corner.
Yeah.
I'm just like, first of all, I think Cole said this. Look at the Vanderbilt roster that this man inherited. Like, you know how many sleepless nights I guarantee you he's had in the last, 24 months trying to right the ship on this and get a roster that he can work with. Like, I really do think he gets in this 25 class, puts in work with them, develops and everything. I think you get the 26 class in, and boy howdy, if this sucker ain't gonna have as elite top 5 in the country of a roster, if next year's class is this good, or if not better. And
Yeah.
I don't see why 9 wins a year isn't sufficeable.
Well, Carter, you see how fast in this age you can really turn a class around. Look at what Florida did in the last weeks before signing day. They flipped 11 guys, I think, maybe more than that. And got their class together and got in the top 20 out of nowhere, or top 15, whatever they are. I think that it might be a little bit of a slower go until summer on this class. You might look up and go, okay, maybe a little slower than it was a year ago. Because I do think that if Allen were here, proof of concept's going to matter this time around. I think it's going to matter a little bit more. Like at this point, it's we believe you. We saw it in the A&M game, but we need to see a good season here. We need to see a turnaround, especially on offense for offensive recruits.
8 weeks of it, 9 weeks of it this coming year.
Yeah.
I think you're completely right, Cole. I think it's spot on what you said. And I really so you think it is going to be a little bit slower until the summer hits, huh?
I say that.
26.
I say that. The one thing that you can say a lot of things about this coaching staff and what they've done at Auburn, but you would have a hard time finding a bad thing to say about their roster building. They've done really well there. They've missed a few pieces here and there, but they're getting really close to getting it. I would say they're getting close to what Hugh Freeze would say is what they got to have to win. I think they're getting real close to that.
Yeah, completely agree.
Completely agree. And a few of the guys I wanted to ask y'all about, and this might be way too early in advance, but with the D-line class that we just signed, okay, give us proof of concept this coming year. Tell me if y'all think I'm crazy, but I think we could sign 5 or 6 top-notchers next year. I think we could sign Bryce Perry Wright. I saw him play in the Buford Carrollton game, and that dude's a freak.
He's different.
He's good. Yeah.
Him, Ernest Rankins, Vodney Cleveland. I don't know about the Harris twins. I heard you talk about that the other day, Jeffrey, but those guys, and then Tico Crittenden. I saw that dude's film. I like that dude.
Yeah, he's came for 2 games this year, I think. He was there for the A&M game.
Okay. I think that we could snag an even better D-line class next year.
Yeah, it's going to be close if you get the guys you're naming. I like where Auburn sits with Bryce Perry right now. I think Auburn's in great shape there to have a chance with him. And when we asked him, Jeffrey, like, what other schools are in the mix? He goes, all of them.
Yeah,
everybody's recruiting me.
Yeah, that dude, you won't know for sure on him until next December.
He's a good interview. He knows how to say the right things, but I really feel like Auburn's maybe a slight edge there. I would almost go that far. I mean, there's a few guys I'm watching. I think Sedarian Morgan's another one. Auburn's going to have a good shot with. I like Devin Carter. I'm starting to really like Auburn's chances.
Big time Devin Carter.
So they're going. I mean, there's a lot of guys they're going to be in it with till the end.
Y'all still haven't named the best edge rusher on our board, in my opinion.
Who's
Tank
that?
Jones.
Oh yeah, Tank Jones, of course.
At St. Paul's, that kid's going to be a freak at the next level.
That's going to be your good old fashioned Iron Bowl battle there, Auburn, Alabama. I think it'll come down to
Anthony Tank.
I was wondering, did Alabama beat Auburn head to head in any recruiting battles this year? I was trying to figure it out. Was there? Let me think. I know there's probably got to be one. I know they won Derek Smith, Antonio Coleman, and Donovan Starr technically at the end there, right?
I'm looking over Alabama's commitment list right now.
Daryl Johnson?
Yeah, I'd give him the. I'd say they won that one.
Johnson.
I mean, Caleb Edwards, Auburn wanted him too, the 4-star tight end from California.
Absolutely.
Micah DeBose, Auburn really never pushed for him.
Waldrop,
Mm.
not really.
I don't think so.
That's about it, though. And listen, Caleb Edwards and Daryl Johnson, Auburn would have liked to have both of those guys.
Yeah,
but I mean,
what about
almost-
AK
Yeah.
Deer? Would you count that one?
the last time I checked on him, Auburn was not interested anymore, and I don't know why. I know vaguely, but I don't want to say. So I really don't think. I think Auburn had zeroed in on Shakai Mills-Knight, Usmani Chroma, and Alvin Henderson, and was going to take as many of those three as they could get, and they were okay with AK Deer headed elsewhere. All right, Carter. Hey, good stuff, big dog. We're going to continue to pray for your wife, and keep us posted on her, man.
Please do. Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all so much, and War Damn Eagle, and I will talk to y'all soon.
Please do, Carter. We're damn to you, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
I believe we got EMAC here. EMAC, you're live.
Little River.
Hello,
Hello.
EMAC.
Jay Lee.
How about you, big dog?
Hey, what's happening? This is Eric Mack from Little River.
Yeah. We thought that might be you. What's on your mind tonight, big dog?
Man, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I know everybody's been talking about recruiting and this and that. I want to talk about the passion on the sideline.
Okay.
I look at the game, and I see that Hugh Freeze has absolutely no passion to what he's doing out there. To me, you look at DJ Durkin, and he's got all the passion in the world over there, and the defense is playing lights out. So
that's fair.
I just want some more passion from the head coach and give him the flowers for hiring DJ Durkin. But this was a disappointing season, no doubt, and recruiting is phenomenal. I love the recruiting and where it's at. Love the show, guys, and I just wanted to put that out there. Like I want to commend Hugh Freeze for hiring DJ Durkin. I love what I've seen this year from him.
Yeah.
Like I said, great show, and I look forward to watching the next one.
Appreciate you, Eric.
Thank you, EMAC.
Sure.
That passion is contagious, isn't it, Cole?
Well, the one little thing he was very passionate about getting on Peyton Thorne.
Yeah, he sure
very
was.
passionate about getting on that. He's very passionate about calls that didn't go their way. But it's that to EMAC's point, it's the passion. DJ Durkin's celebrating, right?
Yeah.
He's excited. I mean, we made the point, like, could you imagine being, I don't mean this in a bad way. It'll come out that way, unfortunately. Like Peyton Thorne or Cam Coleman, and you're standing there on offense and you're going through practice and you look over there on defense and they're just jumping around. They're having the best time ever because that's the way they're, he's their
leader
coordinator, but he's their leader. I think Freeze lets him have it. That's how he is over there. And that's how it looked on the field. It looked like two different football teams. The offense looked like they were miserable. Defense looked like they were fired up. And they played like it. They both played in those. They reflected their leader, as you say. So I totally understand that. It's probably why the rumor got started that Hugh Freeze might be sick and stepping down. It's believable. It's believable. I told you that guy didn't look like he was eating.
Hey, dude, when I heard that rumor, I thought of you. I thought of you. Yeah.
Like after they beat Kentucky, he comes back. I was like, I think he had a good meal.
Yeah.
Like, I think he might have slept a little bit.
Yeah. It's a wonder what a win will do for you.
And I mean, it's the cure all. It really is.
Good stuff, Eric. Appreciate your call, big dog. Keep us going, Zach.
That's it. We lost our last caller.
Oh, so anticlimactic, almost like Auburn signing day.
You didn't want to follow up Little River.
Okay.
That's a tough follow.
It is a tough follow, tough shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't want to drag this on because we're going to have a lot to talk about over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be absolutely crucial for the future, the immediate future, the short-term future of Auburn's football program under Hugh Freeze. We're talking, Cole, correct me if I'm wrong here. We're looking at probably 2 quarterbacks. We're looking at a running back out of they're all transfer portal spots. We're thinking Auburn's going to look to fill 2 quarterbacks, a running back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 2 tackles, 2 interior guys.
Yeah.
On the defensive side, you're looking at 2 to 3 interior defensive linemen.
Yeah. 2.
An edge, a buck.
Yep.
Couple of cornerbacks.
I'd say I said 1 corner, 1 safety last time we did that.
I agree with that.
That would be minimum, right? You at least get 1 at each.
And then 1 to 2 linebackers, or do you think 2 to 3 linebackers?
I think 2 minimum. I think 2 minimum. I feel really good about Auburn's chances with Phoenix Jackson. I actually chatted with him a little bit the other day, and he told me Auburn was top 3. Yeah, it was right when that was released out there that he had a top 3 of Auburn, Nebraska, and Indiana, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, he'll be at Auburn soon, and I think there's a good chance there. Put it that way.
So keep an eye on the transfer portal. We're going to be covering it all at Auburn Live on 3. If you're not a member, go check it out, and we're going to be covering it from A to Z. Doing our best to keep everybody informed on what's going on. All eyes will be on the quarterback, and we'll be trying to bring you as much accurate information as quickly as we possibly can, and following along all the visits. We already know Phoenix Jackson's coming in on Friday for a visit. Bauer
Sharp.
Later on this week as well, we're expecting him to visit, and we probably will see at least a few more. These transfer visits are a lot of last minute. Hey, I'm coming in tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, it really is.
We'll be we got the transfer portal tracker. We'll be launching this week, trying to keep up with all the offers and visits and all that going on at Auburn Live on 3. One more time, if you're in Auburn, Opelika, Lee County, if you're looking for some real estate help, give her a call, folks. Jessica Angels with the Talents Group, 334-704-4442. Give her a call. Tell her we sent you. That's going to do it tonight, folks. Look for us later this week for a recruiting show. We'll be back next Sunday night for a call-in show. For Cole Pinkston, for Zach in the back who came to the front, I'm Jeffrey Lee, man. Y'all stay at that left lane. See ya.